All right, boys, this game is honestly going to be the best game of the weekend. Vinny, do you agree?
Hell yes, I agree.
Yes, we have the GOAT, Tom Brady, versus the old-ass man who can't sling a ball, Drew Brees. Vinny, what do you think about this game, bud? I want to hear it from you.
I think it's going to be a rout by the Buccaneers.
You think they're gonna fucking dominate?
Oh yeah, they're dominating. They lost to the Saints twice this year already. And I don't know if you were watching the Washington Bucs game, but when Tom was going to kneel down at the end, they had to go into the huddle a couple times to call a play.
Yeah.
And one of the tight ends was fucking off, and Tom looked at him and was like, "Get in the fucking huddle." So I don't think Tom Brady's losing the rest of the playoffs just because of that. I think he's all the way dialed in. You see him different from the regular season. He is ready to go win a fucking Super Bowl.
Well, I like that, but listen to this. So I'm an honorary Bucs fan. You know, I'm a Bucs fan because I live in Tampa. Eagles are my team. I'll vote for the Bucs as long as they don't play the Eagles. I want the Bucs to win the Super Bowl. All right, I do. But this is just how I feel. And the Saints have been missing out, have been there every fucking year for the past 5 years. All right? They've lost by shitty circumstances every fucking time. Now, is Tom Brady going to dethrone Drew Brees again and send his ass to retirement? No. Now, this Washington team fucking sucked, alright? I don't care what you say. They fucking stunk, alright? The Eagles fucking almost beat them twice. They were in the shittiest division. They didn't win that many games. And they put up a fucking running against Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady looked good, alright? But against the Washington football, what are their defense decent? Yeah, they have Chase Young.
Yeah, their defense was pretty good.
I mean, I don't think, as a fan, the NFC East and the Eagles, I don't think the Washington football team is all that. And that's not because I'm an Eagles fan. That's just based off of what I've seen. Now, do I hope the Bucs win? Yes. Do I think they're going to win? I think it's going to come down to some bullshit call, some bullshit thing, and I think the Saints are going to come out on top. Now, is it because the Bucs defense let a fucking he was a fucking accountant fucking run all over him? Maybe. Is it because I think the Saints deserve to win because they've been fucked over the past couple years? Yeah. It's just a mix of both emotions. I think the Bucs do cover because the spread is +3, correct? For the Bucs?
Yeah.
Now, I do think the Bucs will cover, just like the Browns game. I want them to win. I hope they win, but I just don't feel like they're going to win this game. I feel like Drew Brees is just going to pick apart that defense. It's going to be a shooting match all the way to the end. The way the Bucs win, though, is their defense just has to stop Drew Brees. If they get Drew Brees stop 3 and outs a couple times, they just need to stop him a couple times and they win this game, honestly.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and use not an analogy. I'm going to call back to something you said earlier. I think if the Bucs get a big play, long deep pass like you were saying about the Chiefs earlier with Tyreek, they get a long touchdown to AB, first drive of the game, I think it's over. What do you think about that?
It depends on what quarter, honestly. I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'm saying start off the game, like you were saying with Tyreek. They just go first drive, big bomb to AB. What do you think about that? What do you think about the game?
If it's in the first drive on the first quarter, or if it's in the first quarter, I don't think the game's over. I think the momentum, it will be hard for the Saints to win. But if that's in the beginning of the third, or even maybe the end of the second, and that's how they finish halftime, I think it would be over. I think the Saints lost that game. But if it's in the first quarter, I think the Saints can come back from that. This Saints team has looked decent. Drew Brees' arm has looked pretty shitty, but they're playing at home, even though there's no home field advantage with a couple fans in the stands. I just don't think. Honestly, I don't think that would make a difference. Drew Brees, if you see just like every game, I guess you could say about every game, but I feel like if Drew Brees is fucking missing balls and it's not looking good, there's no coming back from him. They have to start off strong and keep the pedal down if they want to win this game.
Yeah, that's the only way the Saints win, I think.
Yeah, I agree. They have to come out strong. Michael Thomas has to make a name out of himself. Alvin Kamara has to be everywhere, has to basically carry the team on his back. Do I think the Saints go to the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. But do I think they beat the Bucs? I think they do. And I hope they don't. And you can call me, oh, you're just a hater because your fucking Eagles is out of it. That's not true. I want Tampa Bay to win. I want them to go to the Super Bowl so we can do fucking interviews at home. They would be the first team in NFL since the Super Bowl era to host the championship game at home. Super Bowl at their home.
So I got a question for you. You think that Roger Goodell might be up in his office in New York pulling strings to get Tom into the Super Bowl in Tampa? You think that's possible?
You know, a lot of my grandfather says the NFL's rigged, and he's just an old man who just thinks everything's fucking rigged. He says that the NFL has lost a lot of money this year, and a big Super Bowl, like a big watch Super Bowl, would be Tom Brady versus like Josh Allen or at home. Now, do I think if it is rigged, do I think maybe Roger Goodell pulls, maybe Roger Goodell goes like that one commercial where they lift up the sprinklers, trip some motherfuckers, and
yeah, the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think maybe that could happen. I think if the refs can really fuck this game up, though, they really can. I hope the refs just let them play. I really do.
Yeah.
There's no need.
Unless it's like obvious, it's an obvious penalty, then call it. But if it's a bang bang, just let it go.
Yeah, I feel like the refs too during the playoffs, they feel like they need to be on top of everything. No, you don't need to. Let the ball decide who's gonna win. Let the players decide who's gonna win, not your fucking shitty calls.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
So, do you think what's the over and under on this game?
52.
I could see the over hitting, but it just really depends. This might be a live bet, as in like you watch the maybe first drive of each team, and based on that, you live bet it.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one, because I'm not betting on this game just because it's a personal conflict of interest. I'm not betting, but if I was going to bet, I would bet on the Bucs.
Yeah, this game is 44, and the money is going towards the Bucs.
Towards the Bucs?
Yeah. So the bettors are
Yeah.
bettors are choosing the side of the Bucs, covering and possibly winning.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the Bucs are either gonna cover or win. I just don't see how the Saints win. There's no way that I can see the Saints winning this game.
Now there is a stat that teams, when they play 3 times, if like teams that have been swept during the season, are 1-10 in the postseason if they've been swept. The only time someone has won was when the Giants beat the fucking Cowboys, and the Cowboys swept them, and the Giants beat them in the playoffs.
Okay.
So that if you want to be an analytics guy, that's like a number that you're like, oh fuck. But honestly,
I think analytics are a little bit of bullshit because you can manipulate the numbers to fit your narrative. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I'm just saying in general. So, but that is a very interesting stat.
Yeah, I heard it. I saw it online. Especially for this matchup, I really looked into it, and I honestly think the Saints may pull this out. Now, will it be like a blowout? Will they dominate? No, but will it be a good game? Absolutely. Now, since we've gone through all 4 games, Vinny, rate them from Worst to best. What game do you think is the worst? I'll start first, and I'll see if you agree with me. I think the first worst game will be, Green Bay. No. I think it will be Kansas City versus the Browns. Okay. Then I think it will be Green Bay. No, then I honestly think it will be the Bills versus the Ravens because I feel like that game might be hyped a little too much. Then I think it will be Green Bay versus the Rams, and then obviously the best game will be the Bucs versus Saints.
I agree with you, but I would just switch Browns and Chiefs. Oh wait, so you went Browns, Chiefs last. Then I'm going Rams, Packers, Bills, Ravens, then Bucs, Saints.
Exactly.
I think Bills, Ravens is going to be a high-flying game. A lot of points on the board.
I just like I want it to be, but I just feel like that's like there's always that one overhyped matchup that you're like.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're coming from on that one.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope all the games are fucking hit the over, just absolute fucking 52-46 score. Like I hope it's a fucking death match.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'll be very fun. Well, Vinny, what are you gonna be doing for the game? What does a typical Bucs fan do on game day for the playoffs?
I'm gonna have my retro, old school throwback Cadillac Williams jersey, and I'm gonna have a whole big fat pile of weed, and I'm just gonna go out like that.
Hey, that sounds like the best way to watch a fucking Bucs game, buddy.
So I got a question. What's your Super Bowl? And who do you have winning?
I have I have two scenarios. I have what I want and what I think. What I want to be is I want it to be Bills Packers, or I want it to be but what I think it's gonna be, I think it's going to be Kansas City versus the Packers. I think the Packers win out the whole division. I mean the whole NFC. I really do. Now hopefully the Bucs come through, but I just feel like the Packers are just such a. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is such a key factor. I really do, and I might be overhyping him, but I just honestly do.
Yeah. So my want is probably Bucs Bills, and what I think it's probably going to be Packers Bills.
Yeah, so we're kind of on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
But I do think
anybody going to Lambeau, they're not winning, I don't think.
Now, I do think though if the Bucs do lose this year, I think they will win the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, it's either going to be this year or next year. But I don't know about next year. We have a lot of free agents this year.
But I think they're going to re-sign them all. And I did see that, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, a lot of them were questionable as of Tuesday, for the Tuesday practice. But I'm sure they'll start the game. I'm sure they'll power through it.
Yeah, because they've both been on and off throughout the year being hurt. And one thing that I hope the Bucs do is keep Rojo on the fucking bench.
Yeah, bro. Oh, on the bench?
On the bench. Rojo is far inferior to Leonard Fournette.
Oh, wow. All right.
Fournette's the best running back on this team.
Oh, I agree. He's a great running back. I just felt like Rojo is the type of guy like a heavy back that you need. He's a big build.
So is Fournette.
I could see that, but I just feel like I don't see Rojo on the bench. I feel like Rojo needs to be on, maybe have Fournette and Rojo, splitting the back.
Not on the bench, but Fournette getting majority of the work.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
I would much rather have Fournette running around, holding on to the ball, than Rojo fumbling.
Yeah, Rojo does fumble.
Coming down on the fumbles a lot this year, but Fournette has experience in the playoffs and playing in big games, while Rojo does not.
You're right. AFC Championship with the not with the Bills, with the Jaguars. Yeah.
And also, LSU, he played in some big games there.
Yeah, and
so he has experience playing in big games and what that kind of feels like. Rojo was at USC.
Well, Vinny, I'm glad. I appreciate you being on the show, bud. I appreciate
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you doing these picks. This was a fun time, bud. Hopefully I can
it was.
Hopefully I can see you next week when the Bucs might be in the NFC Championship, man. For the first time in your life, well, not life, but your football, when you're in knowledge.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that you remember. See, last time you guys won the Super Bowl, it was on VHS,
Yep.
But thank you, Vinny, for coming, for stopping by. Appreciate the fuck out of you. Your football knowledge is amazing.
Thank you for having me on, man.
No problem, man. Anytime. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Right there watching the video. All the way to the end. Fucking shout out to you. Fucking appreciate everything you do. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you didn't, pretend I don't fucking exist. Just move on to the next video, to the next stage, talking NFL. Shout out to all of you. Appreciate you guys. This has been Tampa Talk Sports Talk. Thanks for watching.